Only by destroying every piece of evidence can I pull off the perfect crime. Even if the cops know I am the one who did it, there is nothing they can do to me. I raised the axe, about to swing it down on the body, but I figured that would make too much noise. So I swapped the axe for a handsaw, listening to the sound of dismembering in the hall. My wife, who always lived a peaceful, vegetarian life, could barely breathe from terror. Afterward, I packed every part of the body into separate bags, took the first bus before dawn, and dumped the remains inside an abandoned building. The next day, I stole some gasoline from a stranger's motorcycle, went back to the dump site and set the body on fire. The bones that would not burn, I carefully packed and took with me. Then I went to a flour factory, and when the owner stepped away, I tossed the crushed bones into the grinder, turning them into pure powder. With that, all evidence was gone, but things were far from over, since I usually spent time with Jack. The cops came knocking just 3 days after he disappeared. Facing their questions, I stayed completely calm and insisted I knew nothing. But sadly, my wife's reaction made them suspicious. Right after dealing with the police, the next day Jack's wife came to my door as well. She knew Jack was not a good man, but he was still the father of her child. So she begged me to tell her if I knew anything. Despite her pleading, I still kept the truth to myself, because I was scared my family would get dragged into it. After she left, my wife broke down crying, because she did not know the truth. Our relationship grew worse and worse. After thinking it over for a long time, I decided to turn myself in. But unlucky for me, the chief was not on duty today, so I confessed everything to the officer on shift, including the killing, the dumping, and burning the whole thing. But to my surprise, the officer did not believe me at all. He said someone as honest as me would never do something like that, and angrily kicked me out. When I got home, I confessed everything to my wife. I told her Jack wanted to use her as payment for his debt, but I could not let that happen, so I killed him. Hearing that, my wife finally understood why I did it. Meanwhile, at the station, when the chief heard I had come by, he immediately realized I was telling the truth. But when he brought me in the next day, I instantly changed my story and said none of it happened. With no evidence at all, there was nothing he could do to me. But not long after, the debt collectors came after me again. That is when I learned the man I killed was only a low-level thug. The real boss said the money still had to be paid in full, or they would take my house instead. Once again, I fell into a debt crisis, with no other choice. I could only beg my son, who lives overseas.